Hi there, welcome to the Barbara Young channel. Welcome to my Friday sews. Well, if you're wondering what I'm wearing or what I'm doing, well, no, I haven't broke my arm. There's nothing wrong with my arm. It's the sleeve I'm worried about. Yeah, this is the top that I've been trying to make and do. This is just the mock-up. And it is the McCall's 8240. That one, but with a fancy sleeve on it, which is sleeve B from the Simplicity 8506 pattern. It's meant to be a big poofy sleeve. Yeah, as you can see, I've not got on with it. Well, I have and I haven't. I have because I've been trying to do it, and I haven't got on with it because it's not going very well. Quite frankly, it's a pain in the ass, really, you know. I tried to gather it up so I can see a bit about the poofiness, but the main thing is this top part of the sleeve, because I meant to pleat it up, and I'm trying to get it to pleat up, and I can sort of put pleats in it, but then it didn't seem to sit right, because then I've got to attach it like you do with a normal armhole. But the trouble being is that when you attach it, you only stitch up to about here around the armhole, and then this bit doesn't get stitched. Well, it does, but what you do is you're meant to stitch over the top there and then stitch another line. You also got to stitch round the edge of this piece that sits on the shoulder, and hopefully you get this big poofiness. But this is cotton. This is too heavy, really. This material needs to be something that can sort of, it's got structure but it's light enough to hold itself up. I know it sounds like a contradiction, but there we go. I did get some pleats in this and then tried to attach it. It just didn't seem to go very well. It's getting the spacing right, how much space there is, because obviously once you gather this up, that distance from this point to that point at the back where you've stitched it into the armhole has to be the right length, otherwise it just doesn't go in well. So I can't really show how well or bad this is, because I say it's just not doing very well. It's a dog's dinner, really. I'm making a right meal of this, so move that a bit. So yeah, so I'm not doing very well with it. It's taking me a long time. I say I did this sleeve and sort of started trying to attach it in, and then I've just pulled it all out and having another go with it because it just seems to be such a nightmare. The actual pattern piece, that's the sleeve. Yeah, that is the sleeve pattern piece. So obviously it gets gathered down here as well at the cuff bit that sits up there, and that's what creates the poofiness. And the pleats are meant to sit in here, or meant to come down, meant to be, oh, I don't know. It's just, it's like a rag, really, isn't it? Red bloody rag to a bull, I think. It's absolute. It's not that the instructions aren't terrible. It's just that they're a bit limited. You know, this is a big 4 pattern. You know what they're like. They don't exactly help you along, really. So I've got a good idea of what I should be doing. It's just making it happen that's not happening. So it's just, yeah. Don't know what else to say about it, really, other than it's not going very. This bit, yeah, fine, which is part of the actual original top piece, and then you just put long sleeves on it and a collar. That's fantastic, not a problem. The only thing I have to be careful of is the spacing here, where this placket bit crosses over, to me to get the spacing right. It's good. If it's not nice, it puckers up a bit. So that's a minor thing, really, compared to what these sleeves are doing. Mind of their own, really. So that's it, really. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this to side for just a little bit this weekend, and I'm going to have a go at a bag. I've actually cut out a bag. It's over there. I just got to get and sew it up. To me, that'll be a nice little win, hopefully, as long as it doesn't cause me any dramas. and then I can just make the bag and feel like I've made something, rather than having spent, what was it, 2-3 weeks messing about with this thing and getting absolutely nowhere with it because it's just been driving me crackers. Never mind. It's how it is sometimes. They just don't always go how you want. But I do really need to get to grips with it, because if I'm going to make a nice top out of it, then I have to get this mock-up understood. Otherwise, I'm just going to have to change my mind and go with something else and move on to the next part of my project. We will see, I suppose. So that's it. Have I got anything else to show you? No, just one crappy sleeve and an unfinished top. Oh dear. Some days I do find myself rather annoyed with it. So I can't say anything better than that. But yeah, but you know what I mean, when this section here, this bit here sits, which is the pleated bit, and of course the pleats will sit in properly because once they're actually stitched in that way, then this bit here that's meant to sit on the shoulder, you stitch along that way across the shoulder, and then stitch again along the mid part of the sleeve that's now up on the shoulder, and then you have to stitch this edge onto the actual bodice over the shoulder, and then you take out the actual stitching on the actual pleat, because they're just that just tacked in, really, you know, they're just basting stitches. So what you end up with is a pleat that's in there but is sort of open, so you've got these little holes, little tucks, little pockets almost. If I ever get it figured out, I'll be able to show you properly, but yeah. And I've just got the safety pins in there just to try and gather it up a bit. It does have a proper cuff on it, or should have at some point. But never mind. I'm sure I'll get there with it, and I'm going to persevere with it, but not this weekend. So hopefully next weekend I'll be able to show you a bag, won't I? So that's it, really. That's all I've got to tell you. That's all I've got to moan about. Unfinished nightmare of a project. That's how it goes. So I think it's just left for me to move on to the next thing, which is, if you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up, subscribe and click that bell icon, and that way you'll get a notification of when my videos come out. Please comment. I do love reading your comments. It's always nice to hear what you're thinking and what you're up to. And if you wish to comment between yourselves, then please do, because that's why we always come together, isn't it? To make those connections. I think I'd better say thank you to Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room for creating the hashtag Friday Sews, where we can all get together on a Friday and let everybody know what we've been up to. So just type in that hashtag Friday Sews and you can see what everybody else has been up to as well. So there we go. I think it's just left for me to say thank you very much for watching my video, and I look forward to seeing my next video. Bye.
Bye.